Have you ever wondered about the person behind WeChat, the app that connects over 1 billion people? This is the story of Ma Huateng, also known as Pony Ma, a man who went from being a shy, stargazing kid to one of the most influential tech billionaires on the planet. His journey is a masterclass in quiet observation, relentless innovation, and understanding what people truly want. Born in 1971, young Ma Huateng wasn't your typical outgoing leader. He was a quiet and introverted boy who found his passion not on the sports field, but in the vast, starry night sky. He dreamed of becoming an astronomer. His family moved to Shenzhen when he was 13, just as the city was transforming into a bustling tech hub. This move would unknowingly place him at the ground zero of China's technological revolution. As a teenager, he got his first taste of the digital world. His love for astronomy led him to online forums where he could connect with fellow enthusiasts. He spent countless hours on bulletin board systems, or BBS, which were the early predecessors to modern social media. It was here that he learned the power of online communities, a lesson that would become the foundation of his future empire. This wasn't just a hobby. It was his real-world education in digital interaction. In 1989, Ma enrolled in Shenzhen University, but not to study astronomy. His practical side won over, and he chose computer science instead. He was a diligent student known for his coding skills. He even developed a stock market analysis program in his spare time and sold it for a handsome profit. This early venture showed his knack for turning a technical skill into a commercial product, a talent that would define his career. After graduating, he didn't immediately start his own company. He took a job at a company developing paging systems. For 5 years, he worked diligently, learning the ins and outs of the telecommunications industry. This period was crucial. He wasn't just earning a salary. He was observing the market, understanding the technology, and seeing where the future was headed. He saw how people communicated and, more importantly, the limitations of the current technology. The big light bulb moment came in 1997. Ma attended a presentation about an Israeli-made instant messaging program called ICQ. It was a simple program that let users chat in real time. While others saw a neat piece of software, Ma saw the future of communication in China. He realized that a localized version of this could be huge in a country with a rapidly growing number of internet users. So in 1998, with 4 of his university friends, Ma took the biggest risk of his life. They pooled their savings and founded Tencent. Their first office was a cramped apartment, a classic startup story. Their mission was to create a Chinese version of ICQ. They called it OITQ, which stood for Open ICQ. The initial days were incredibly tough. They worked around the clock, coding and debugging. Ma himself was deeply involved, often acting as a customer service representative, even pretending to be a girl online to chat with users and get feedback on how to improve the software. He was obsessed with the user experience. He wanted to build something that people loved to use, and people did love it. OICQ was free, easy to use, and tailored for Chinese users. It exploded in popularity. Within a year, they had over 1 million registered users. But this success brought a huge problem: money. The servers needed to run the platform were expensive, and they were burning through their initial investment at an alarming rate. The company was on the brink of collapse. Ma later recalled that the biggest problem was that he didn't know how to make money from it. Desperate for funding, Ma pitched his creation to dozens of investors. He was rejected time and time again. Many saw a popular product but couldn't see a business model. They asked the one question he couldn't answer: how will you make money? At one point, he even tried to sell the company, but no one was willing to buy it. Just when all hope seemed lost, a lifeline appeared. 2 international venture capital firms, IDG and PCCW, saw the potential in Tencent's massive user base. In 2000, they invested $2.2 million, saving the company from bankruptcy. This investment came with a condition: they had to find a way to become profitable. Around the same time, another challenge arose. AOL, the company that owned ICQ, threatened a lawsuit over the name OIC. Forced to rebrand, Ma came up with a new name, QQ. The iconic penguin logo was born, and it would soon become a symbol recognized by hundreds of millions. Now, with funding and a new name, the pressure to monetize was immense. This is where Ma's genius for understanding user behavior truly shined. Instead of charging for the core chat service, he introduced value-added services. He started selling virtual goods, things like custom avatars, different background skins, and a QQ membership that gave users special perks. It seemed like a crazy idea at the time. Who would pay real money for things that don't exist in the physical world? But Ma understood the desire for self-expression and social status online. The gamble paid off spectacularly. Users started spending small amounts of money to personalize their online identities. This freemium model, where the basic service is free but premium features cost money, became Tencent's golden goose. Building on this success, Tencent expanded. They launched QQ Games, a platform for casual online games integrated directly into the chat client. This was another masterstroke. It leveraged their existing user base and created another powerful revenue stream. The company was no longer just a chat app. It was becoming a digital entertainment ecosystem. In 2004, Tencent went public on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Ma Huateng, the shy boy who loved stars, was now a multi-millionaire. But this was just the beginning. The rise of smartphones presented a new challenge and a massive opportunity. Mobile internet was the next frontier, and Tencent needed to be there. In 2011, Tencent launched WeChat. It wasn't the first mobile messaging app, but it quickly became the best. Led by a small, elite team, WeChat was developed in just a few months. It was simple, clean, and incredibly user-friendly. It had features like shake and look around that made connecting with new people fun and easy. WeChat's growth was phenomenal. It absorbed the lessons learned from QQ, but was perfectly designed for the mobile era. Ma and his team kept adding features that made the app indispensable. They introduced official accounts for brands and media, and then came the game changer, WeChat Pay. By integrating a payment system directly into the app, WeChat transformed from a social network into a super app. Suddenly, you could use it to chat with friends, order a taxi, pay for groceries, book a doctor's appointment, and so much more. It became an operating system for daily life in China. Today, Tencent is a global behemoth. It's the world's largest gaming company, a leader in social media, and a major player in fintech, cloud computing, and artificial intelligence. Ma Huateng's personal fortune is measured in the tens of billions of dollars. Yet, despite his immense success, Ma remains famously low-key and private, a stark contrast to some of his more flamboyant tech counterparts. He rarely gives interviews and prefers to let his products do the talking. He's still the quiet observer, the detail-oriented product manager who is obsessed with user experience. The story of Ma Huateng is not one of overnight success. It's a story of perseverance, of adapting to change, and of having an almost telepathic understanding of what users want before they even know it themselves. From a boy gazing at the stars to a man building digital universes, his journey shows that sometimes the quietest person in the room can make the loudest impact.